What's up, guys? It's Bishop here with the man himself, Michael Niehaus on Niehaus Knows
Sports. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and thank you again for watching another episode of Niehaus Knows Sports on this just very chilly and beautiful Saturday, no Sunday, January the 18th.
January the 18th.
A day before Martin
January
Luther King
20.
Jr.
Oh,
Day.
yeah. Martin Luther
And
King.
Liverpool and Everton. That's a big... That is a big game.
It is.
But every time I think about how we cover the Barclays English Premier Soccer League, it just gets me riled. Gets me a little riled up because I never envisioned when we came up with the idea to do Niehaus News Sports that we'd be covering soccer.
I never envisioned it would last this long.
Anyways, moving on. Well, yesterday in Springfield, Missouri, the Northern Kentucky University Norse took on Drury. The women advanced to 15-0 on the year with a...
Now, the women for, Northern Kentucky University, they won Division II championship last year,
And
right?
I think... Let me check something here.
Where are you going? I got it.
A T-shirt commemorating their national
Yeah,
championship.
that's right. Who want to get one of those?
Losers. I mean, yeah. Anyways, so they went 65-63, and you know who's filled out the stat sheet?
Who?
Morehead State University transfer Brandy Rayburn, 14 points, 14 rebounds. And you know who she played with at Morehead State? Yes.
Brittany Bass?
Brittany Bass.
Hmm.
Brittany Bass is a senior at Morehead State University.
Yeah, great ball player.
She's a Holy Cross High School legend.
Yeah, she is.
She is a legend there. So she'll be having her senior day here coming up on Valentine's Day. So a fantastic career will be ending for her and an end of an era at Morehead State.
Yeah.
So in guys action yesterday in Springfield, Missouri, the men win 91-86 in overtime.
91-86 for a D2 game. Wow, that's
St. Louis University transfer Dustin McGuire.
amazing.
A career-high 30 points.
Amazing.
3 3-pointers in the last 65 seconds.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding
Are you kidding me?
Remember how he torched up the Cards?
Mhm.
We talked about the Cards on last night's show.
His career high is only 30? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
He's a great ball player.
You can say that again.
He's a great ball player.
Holy Cross High School legend Scott Dibbets. In 19 minutes had a solid performance. 6 points, 3 assists. That's pretty solid for 19 minutes of
It
play.
is. The time he gets in there, he does his job great.
And so, a nice performance for him. He's obviously one of the best players to come out of Holy Cross High School. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. He's great.
So, interesting action for the men are ranked 18th in the country. The women will continue to keep their number 1 ranking. So, moving on to some NFL action. The much anticipated NFC and AFC championship games took place today in Glendale, Arizona,
$5.
and in
$5.
Pittsburgh.
$5 foot long.
Okay.
For those of you who didn't watch Niehaus Knows Sports episode 5, I don't blame you. For those who didn't watch it though, Mike here bet me, what was the bet? Oh, two $5 footlongs. One for the Arizona
Cardinals.
and who did they play?
The Philadelphia Eagles paying homage to Andy Reid and Donovan McNabb for the successful season they had this year.
That came to an end when Arizona beat them. So therefore Mike owed me a $5 footlong. That game was at 3, second game 6 o'clock. Pittsburgh
6:30 Eastern
6:30.
Standard Time. Come on now, bitch.
Pittsburgh versus Baltimore, and Mike picked Baltimore. What a great pick. Maybe next year, because this year Pittsburgh beat them, making these buy me another $5 footlong, which is 2 $5 footlongs. And
That's 24 inches of sub.
that's 24 inches of sub.
I don't think you can handle it.
That's what she said.
Is that a food challenge in the works?
I think you're in the works.
Okay. Now, I do want to show our viewers my notepad that I use.
Okay, yeah.
So, I do want to...
Okay, that's probably...
With the Niehaus and the NKU Norse logo, so I did want to show them what I work on.
Yeah, I understand because they... Never mind. They probably care, Mike. You're right. They probably care what notepad you use.
Larry Fitzgerald, big day today.
Yeah?
Huge day today.
Okay, tell
3
me.
touchdowns.
Woo.
Over 100 yards receiving.
Nice.
Kurt Warner lit up the secondary of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, Kurt Warner's a great ball player.
Brett Selleck, former Cincinnati Bearcat football player, 2 touchdowns today. So
nice.
How about the Cincinnati athletes getting represented on this show?
That's good.
They're doing some big things.
We represent all athletes. And,
I'm just saying Cincinnati ones, just because we like covering the successful people.
Yeah, wherever they may go.
Exactly. Not that we have any affiliation with Cincinnati, but I do like covering athletes that in a particular area, and we'll
their
move
head on their shoulders.
Exactly, and we'll move to another area.
Yeah.
I like in the geographics. I know you're not very good at geography, and showed in the grade you received last semester, but that's a different story. What comment are we gonna make about school? But anyways, moving on. Ben Roethlisberger, stud. Going to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time.
Great ball player.
Mike Tomlin's done a fantastic job in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Fantastic's an understatement. I don't care who you are.
I don't know if anyone thought that Mike Tomlin would have the success he had to succeed Bill Cowher.
That's true. That's true. A lot of people were doubting him at first, but I think he's turned out to be a great coach.
I don't think anyone would disagree with that statement, Andy.
Don't hear me say that I think someone will disagree with that statement.
I'm not hearing that, which leads me to believe you think that I'm hearing that.
I'm believing that you think you're hearing that about Bill Cowher.
Cowher needs to stay at CBS, dude. Dude, he's better in the booth.
Okay, moving on. What else do we have?
You know what else he could use?
Tell me.
He could use a razor to just get that grit stash off his...
Oh, I respect...
I'm kidding, Bill. You know we're tight.
I respect any man who grows out facial hair.
Again,
any other news?
Not too much going on. Xavier Musketeers do win again in A-10
Yeah, they
action
did.
today.
Great game. Great game. The University of Kentucky beat Georgia going down.
Meeks had 22, so he
Meeks
continues
had,
his hot
22.
hand.
Did you see his dunk?
Unfortunately,
It was
I
off of
didn't.
A missed shot from someone else, probably Stevenson, and Meeks one hand and dunked it right back in. It just shows what athlete he is, and the fact that he passes the ball and has a lot of assists each game shows that he's not a selfish player, and he's someone that I definitely would model my game off of if I needed my game to be modeled off of anyone.
You don't need your game to be modeled off of anyone, do you?
No.
Zach Johnson goes into Hawaii and wins the Sony Open.
No.
Zach Johnson, former Masters champion.
Yeah, I remember Zach.
So, good for Zach.
The Johnsonator.
The Johnsonator is right. And, again, not too much more happening in sports. Again, we do anticipate the debut appearance of Richard Breuring on the show. I know we've covered that a little, but we're excited to have him.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big addition to the show.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, you know how in advertising, now you wouldn't know that because you probably didn't have any advertising classes because you're not, to that level yet, I guess, in your academic career, but,
Right, all the Google advertisements on my videos giving me money shows that I'm definitely not in that field or career.
But, obviously you go for the big names to do advertisement. You're not gonna, okay. You want to do an advertisement for Nike.
Okay.
Are you going to pick Brad Pitt to do it?
He's a good-looking guy.
Okay, that's not a good example.
Okay,
are you gonna pick? Okay, how about this, Andy?
Are you gonna pick J.R. Willis to do it?
Okay.
No. Are you gonna pick who? Now you're just being judgmental. So I think what you're trying to say is, for good advertisement,
You get good people.
to suit whatever's being advertised.
I think Rick Roaring, correct me if I'm wrong, is going to be a big addition to this show.
You're right.
And he's not a guy that you just put in for one show. He's a guy that you have coming back as a guest. He brings a lot to the table.
He does. And people, I'm sure.
Kind of like on Thanksgiving dinner when, Mom's bringing the food out. She brings a lot to the table.
Yeah.
So,
Thanksgiving, yeah. How was your Thanksgiving, by the way? Did you and your family talk about your classes and how they were going?
And moving on, I again do thank you everyone for watching another episode of Niehaus Knows Sports. I thank my producer, Andy Bishop. Appreciate all his help, and again, thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful evening, and Niehaus Knows Sports. But it's time to go. Oh, wait.